and they pull up right next to me, and next thing I know, they snatch my bag.
Flexion, flexion, flexion. Ay, ay, I walk around.
What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Today, as you guys can tell from the title, I'm going to be giving you guys yet another story time. This is going to be about the time I got robbed in Amsterdam, and like clear as day, daytime. Not sure if that's the phrase. This is gonna be quite an interesting one, so we're just gonna go ahead and sorry, my hair looks kind of crazy. I was out a lot today in the wind, so it was just kind of like all over the place, so just bear with me quite a little bit. So this event took place December of 2015. So if I'm 22 now, this was when I was 22, 21, 20, 19, 18? Okay, wait, 2015, so 2015, 3 years ago ish. 3 years ago. Okay, this was like when I was like 18 or 19, one of those. But I was invited to a vacation by my oldest sister. She's always flying to a bunch of places, so it's really cool because this was the first place that she invited me to go along with. We were going to be in Amsterdam, which is a city in the Netherlands or Holland in Europe. So this was my first time really out of the country for the most part, aside Vietnam. And so we were going to be in Amsterdam for 2 weeks. We were there towards like the end of December, going all the way to like January 3rd or something like that. It was freaking amazing. Let me just kind of speed up and get to the point where it happened, because I feel like I'm just gonna get lost talking about it because I haven't talked about it in so long that I think about it, and it was just really a great experience. But yeah, we were there for 13 days, you guys. So basically our flight, our last day of our trip followed on a Friday. It was either Friday or Saturday. I'm pretty sure it was Saturday or Friday. So basically for New Year's Eve, my sister had plans to go to the dam, which was basically this like big water area where they were gonna do the fireworks for New Year's, because we were in Amsterdam. Like we were in Amsterdam for New Year's of like entering 2016. And so I just had this whole amazing, beautiful trip. I just feel so like happy that I got to embrace another culture. Like I did receive a culture shock from being there, and it was just an amazing trip. And so, oh my gosh, it's crazy. I feel like, oh my gosh, I want to talk about it. All right, story time mode. So pretty much the situation is, it's December 31st of 2015 on New Year's Eve day in Amsterdam in Holland, and we're walking to the dam, right? And so I had on like a black peacoat and I had like a handbag purse. So I'm walking ahead of my sister, and my sister is like behind me, not too far, but like maybe just, you know, like a slight block away. And so here I am walking with my hands in my peacoat with my handbag purse on my wrist that's just hanging. So I'm kind of walking like this, like these don't have front pockets, but pretty much I'm just walking like this with the freaking purse on. So let's do it from this way, this. So I am walking with my purse in my hand, having a jolly great end of the year. And it was a lot of people around us. Like it was other people, it was like a bunch of tourists. Like we're all like here on New Year's Eve about to walk to the dam so we can celebrate, and the fireworks, and it's a new year, it's about to be 2016. We are stoked, it's a great vacation, everything is just wonderful. And freaking out of nowhere, it was like a motorcycle, not a motorcycle, but like kind of like a moped, a moped. yeah, basically like I think it was like a moped, motorcycle, whatever, same difference. And I'm walking on the sidewalk, and it's just like a normal street. Like we're just kind of in this area like that's in the center. Like I don't really know how to describe it, but I'm basically on the sidewalk walking, and I just passed like a intersection. So let's say I'm at the crosswalk. I hope I'm explaining this okay. So let's say I'm at a crosswalk, and you know how like the road is like this. Basically, I just passed like a street where you could make a left, you know? So here I am at the end of the street where you can make a left, and I just nearly get onto the sidewalk. And so right then and there, I hear or feel a motorcycle moped riding like next to me, and they get right here, like right here. And it was like close. I was like, okay, like this person is about to hit me. So I'm beating up, right? Like this car, this motorcycle is almost near about to hit me. So I'm like walking a little bit up. But the motorcycle, they ended up stopping. Like they just stopped, and it was two people. It was someone in the front and someone in the back seat. And literally, when I tell y'all, it happened so fast. I was like, it happened so fast. Like crazy that even happened now that I think about it. So here comes this guy, this dual team, and they pull up right next to me, and next thing I know, they snatch my bag, and then they took off. Like when I tell you they took off, like they took off. The driver basically stopped next to me to the point where the person behind could take the bag, and they drove right back on the street and took off. And I was just so shocked. Like it was clear daylight. All these people, when I tell you, it was at least like 20 people, at least 15 for sure, just in that like radius. But it was like people walking behind me. Like this is like a tourist area, and it's people who are all walking to the dam, and they just took my purse and took off. And for a second I was standing there, and I was like, what just happened? Is this a prank? This is a prank. Oh my gosh, this is a prank. I just got pranked in Amsterdam. Because at the time I was watching a lot of pranks on YouTube. Like I was like watching a lot of pranks on YouTube. Like every prank couple, channel, family, like you name it, I know them for the most part. So I just thought this whole big epic prank just happened. Like epic Amsterdam perch snatching prank, or like epic Amsterdam prank on New Year's Eve, purse snatching prank in Amsterdam on New Year's Eve. Like that just sounds insane, you know? So I was like, oh my gosh. But then the thing is, they never came back. Like they never turned back. And my sister came up to me and was like, what happened? I was like, I don't know, because I was still trying to process the event. And it was like whoa, what just happened? Like they really just robbed me right then and there. Like oh my gosh. And it's crazy because they took off quick. Like it wasn't even like shh, like stop them, like someone, like it wasn't even like that. It was like zoom, like it was like zoom. It was like quick. Like dang, like it was no point of even running, because it was like it was done for. And the thing about it was that I only had like 60 or 80 euros in there that was like cash, and that was like the only thing that would have been valuable to them, you know, like actual money that's like actual like European currency for the most part, because I had like no American dollars in there. So it was like the only thing I had was like 60 or 70 euros, and if you convert that to US dollars, that's like $40 or like 45 or like $65 or something like that, basically less. So I just got my whole freaking entire purse snatched for like $60. because nothing else in there would have been useful to them. I had my US credit cards, my debit cards, my ID, my freaking makeup bag was in there. I don't know why, but I used to carry like my makeup bag in my purse because I had a handbag. That makeup bag was probably at least $200-300, and I know for sure they was not gonna use that or need that. At this point, my sister and me were just standing there like, what happened? I'm like, oh my gosh, like I think I just got robbed. Like, whoa, what is going on, universe? The thing also was that we couldn't even call the police because we didn't have like cellular data over there. Like, we were only able to function on our phones with like Wi-Fi if we were under Wi-Fi to use the internet, but no like calling and stuff like that. And so luckily at this time it was a Dutch couple that was behind, and they walked up to us. They came up to us and was like, are you guys okay? Do you want us to call the police? And we're like, yeah, because I mean we couldn't call no one, but you know, they didn't know that. So we're like, yeah, can you? And so they called the police and they start talking to them in Dutch, like straight Dutch. Like, I have no clue what they're saying, and they're talking to them, and I'm just standing there like, when is the prank gonna be over? Like, I am freaking out. It is about couple hours into New Year's. I think it was actually like 8 or 7 at the time, maybe. Like, it was like New Year's was right away. Like, this was legitimately like the end hours of the year for me that year, that entire year, the end hours. After the Dutch people got off the phone with the police, they were like, yeah, like, sorry, they said that they can't really do anything about it right now. Like, there's a lot of crime already in the area, and it's just a lot, and like they can't really do anything until like after the weekend for the most part, because like all the places are closed or something like that. Like, the place where I needed to go, like, I wasn't able to go there until after Monday. But the thing was, our flight was like the next day. It was like that weekend, and the place that I needed to go to wasn't open until Monday. At that point I was all like, you know, I'm probably not gonna be able to get it back. Like, it's probably done for. They probably looked inside, found the freaking $40 worth of money that they had, and probably tossed my entire bag into like the river or something. So I was like, whatever, like, that was just unfortunate. Probably just gonna take that L for the end of the year. But but you know, I was with my sister, and it was still, you know, a couple hours into New Year's. I was just more so in the mindset like I was really just more so in the mindset like, okay, like, yikes, it happened, you know, I'm still here with my sister, it's still about to be New Year's, you know, I'm just gonna let it end the year like that, but I can still start my new year 2016 like, you know, good. We go to the dam and we wait around, and then, you know, the countdown happens, and it's like, oh, Happy New Year's, woo, and everyone's like, yeah, like the fireworks, and we're just like here with a whole bunch of people and just watching this beautiful fireworks show. And then back to reality. Since basically our flight is like, you know, tomorrow, our checkout is like tonight or like the next morning, because, you know, that's how long the hotel has been booked for, because the hotel is booked for as long as our flight is. So the thing is, when we went back, it turned out that my passport was in my purse. Yes. My passport was in the purse that got snatched the day before I had a flight on New Year's Eve in Amsterdam. So at this point, it was just a hot mess, because now, because I don't have a passport, I can't get on the flight. So I have to get a new passport, and everything's closed over the weekend. So we have to get a passport on Monday. At this point, it's just a whole mess, because now my sister, she wasn't gonna go on her flight by herself, obviously without me, you know, she can't without me, and she wasn't gonna leave me. And so now she's like missing the first pre-planned periods of school, and so now we have to add more days to our hotel and pay for that, because we need somewhere to stay. Yeah, long story short, by the time it took for us to do all the post things, like, you know, book these extra days in the hotel, wait until Monday, and, you know, take the train or however form of transportation, which is more money, and to eat also, which is more money, to go to this like US constitute, or I don't know the name, embassy, or what's it called, but it's basically the official institution that you go to get a new passport, which is also money. For all of that to happen, and to wait for the passport to come in, and to change our flights also because we now need a new flight, all of that, a hot mess. We went from originally staying there, or was supposed to stay there for 13 nights to 18 nights. So we was basically in Amsterdam for like a whole month basically. All that happened. Pretty crazy story now that I'm thinking about it. Like, that's pretty crazy. 2015 was like just 3 years ago. So the whole thing was just crazy because I felt like Amsterdam was amazing and great, and then that last day happened, and it's like, but it is what it is. And it honestly took me like a year to like pay back my sister for like all those expenses, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna make her pay for the trains and stuff, and like the extra hotel days and all that extra stuff that we had to pay because of me, you know, for me. I wasn't gonna let her do that. So talking about the story just had me shook. Crazy. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much what happened. I got freaking robbed in Amsterdam, and you know what, you know, these things happen, you know, as all experiences, I would say. Like, I definitely didn't know that, you know, you're not supposed to have handbags and stuff, or like when you travel it's better to wear like a crossover, and if you didn't know that, you know now. But that was my first time really traveling out the country, so I wasn't really, you know, prepared. But I was not expecting that, and that shook up my world. But thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this story time, and please leave down in the comments below if you'd like, what you'd like to see. Like, let me know, like, would you rather see me do mukbangs and eat? Would you rather me just continue talking? Would you rather me not talk and shut up? And, you know, just let me know. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story time, please give the like button a thumbs up. And if you're new and you want to stick around and see what type of content I have to offer, and I do have a lot coming for the 172 subscribers that I already have. Thank you so much for all your support. I really appreciate you guys, like, no matter what. But until next time.